A very good afternoon to you. I'm coming to you from the Parliament buildings right here, where the members of Parliament are expected to resume their sittings this afternoon at 2 p.m. after going on recess on the 18th of March following the outbreak of coronavirus in the country. This was one of the measures to ensure that they curb the spread of coronavirus in the parliamentary buildings and among the members of Parliament. Now, as the members of Parliament are resuming their sittings today, there are strict measures that have been put in place to ensure that there is no chance of spreading the coronavirus. One of the strict measures is limiting the number of people getting into the Parliament, including members of the press that have been stopped from entering the Parliament, just to ensure that they control the number of people getting into Parliament. And first of all, some of the measures as well is that at the entrance of the Parliament are measures to ensure that people are 1 meter away as they get into Parliament, and they're being screened at the gate, including members of Parliament and any visitors coming into the Parliament buildings. Now, once they get into the Parliament room, the chambers, the arrangements including limiting the number of members of Parliament into the chambers. Now, the members will be allowed into the chambers are only 53, and this excludes members of Parliament who are above 58 years old, because they've been advised to work at home, considering the fact that the coronavirus is more harsh on the elderly people and any person who is also suffering at the same time of any other disease. So this group of members have been advised to work at home, and they will be allowing only 53 youthful members of Parliament who will be into the chambers to engage in today's session. Top on agenda of today's discussion will definitely be the President's measures or the stimulus measures on economic issues that he ordered or announced just when the Parliament was on recess, including tax measures and tax relief. And these issues will be discussed today. Remember, the President ordered that anyone earning below 24,000 shillings will have a tax relief, and they will not be required to pay any pay-as-you-earn tax, and that means that these people will be earning their full salary of 24,000 shillings and below. For those earning 47,000 shillings and above, will have a tax relief whereby they will pay 25% of tax of their total earnings, as compared to before, where they had to pay 30% of their total earnings to taxes. Now, these are some of the measures that the President put in place to just cushion Kenyans from the impact of the coronavirus pandemic in the country. Is among the top issues that the Parliament will be discussing in today's first sitting after their recess. The Speaker of the Senate and the Speaker of the National Assembly had earlier on accepted to take a pay cut from their salaries, a measure that they had said is to cushion, or rather to increase this amount of money that will be used to control or to curb the coronavirus in the country. Now, the question is, what's the impact of this pay cut that some of the leaders have taken? Remember, the first person to have announced to take a pay cut was the President himself and his deputy, who said that they were going to take an 80% pay cut from their salaries, perhaps to just ensure that there is money that can be used to curb some of the issues surrounding coronavirus in the country. So will the parliamentarians also follow this and also ensure that they are taking a pay cut? This is a question that many would want to hear, and perhaps they will be talking about this in their sittings as they proceed starting from today. Another issue is just the cost of living in the country, as many people are not able to get the amount of money they used to get before. There is a curfew in the country right now. Remember, the Minister of Agriculture, C.S. Munye, had told Metropol earlier on that government will consider regulating the prices of commodities if the traders will continue selling these prices at accelerated prices in the country. So these are the issues that Kenyans will be waiting to see if Parliament will be backing some of these proposals, or they will leave Kenyans to be on their own, as they've earlier on been blamed for leaving Kenyans on their own, even during these harsh times of the pandemic in the country.